I just finished one of my bukai. Bukai is inspired from books and yokai. Yokai are spirits from Japanese folklore, and then book referring to books from which these particular characters, spirits, or creatures are inspired from. So this particular illustration or character is called the Solemn Senator, and he's inspired from the book by Pablo Neruda of poems called The Book of Questions, where he asks lots of different questions of all different sorts. It's a very beautiful book, lots of very inspiring poetic questions. This particular passage or poem, it says, "Has that solemn senator who dedicated a castle to me already devoured with his nephew the assassin's cake?" And to be honest, I'm not exactly sure the all of the meaning behind it. Pablo Neruda is very poetic with a lot of these, but I did kind of get a sense of the idea of a mix of like there's assassination and there's cake and there's nephew, so it's the contrast between innocence, purity, and kind of violence and corruption that is associated with senator and assassins and castles and so on. So that inspired me to create this character, and there's a little poem that I wrote that goes along with it, which says, "The nephew does not know where from the cake has come. He just devours in bliss, inhaling every crumb. Solemn the stately senator, he slyly hides the knife. To give the little ones the cake, he sold his soul and life." And so I kind of took from that meaning that I gathered and expanded on it, and it kind of talks about how this senator has sacrificed or sold his soul and his life and done probably not good deeds. There's the knife, which sort of implies murder or corruption or violence, but it's kind of allowed him to provide the cake to the little ones. Violence, which a lot of times come from necessity but grows into greed and excess and so on, and kind of asking what's the where's the barrier, what's the fine line that makes it wrong or right, to sacrifice and to get your hands dirty to provide for those you love, those you care. Anyway, that was The Solemn Senator, inspired by Pablo Neruda's Book of Questions.